No, we can't film today, Lucy. Let's go in. We'll try again tomorrow. Good girl. Hello everyone, my name is Janette Jensen, and I am from England. I live in the county of Essex, which is in the south east coast of England. We are 30 minutes away by train from the city of London, and in the opposite direction I am 30 minutes by car from the coast. So right bang in the middle, and I've been so looking forward to filming this video for Linda and everyone on her channel, but it has not stopped raining for days and days and days. So I just could not get out here. It's finally stopped for 30 minutes, so we're going to have to do the garden tour in the rain today. I've been gardening in this garden for 15 years now, but in total I've been gardening for 32 years. This is my favourite garden of all so far. I absolutely love it, and I hope that you will enjoy it too. I have a YouTube channel as well, and it is called The Enthusiastic Gardener. So if you like anything that you see, I hope that you might come over and watch a couple of my videos too. Everything is soaking wet. I'm going to do it anyway because after all this is England. So I hope you enjoy this tour. Please come with me and I'll show you around my garden. Right, so let's start this way. I live in a bungalow. So my garden, rather than being long and thin, it's short and wide. So here we have some beautiful fuchsias which I've planted to grow up this obelisk. They have done very, very well. It's been raining for a few days now, but we have had such dry weather, unusually dry weather for England, for the whole of this year so far really. Everything is flopping over, as you can see. This is a Penstemon, and I might take this out actually because it never really gets much better looking than this, and I'm thinking a lovely big tree. Maybe something red would look very nice. My beautiful Limelight Hydrangeas, now turning a gorgeous pink. They have been lovely this year. And of course hydrangeas, very, very thirsty plants. So I've had to come out and water these on many a time. The leaves just shrivel up. But do you know what? You just water them and within 20 minutes they all perk up again. They're very easy to look after. And then down the bottom here, the Osteospermums were glorious, going back sort of Easter time. Now these have been in here for about 3 years. I may take them out next year. I'll let them bloom again, one more Easter, and then I think we will put something else in instead. Dusty Millers here. I love Dusty Millers. They start off as tiny little plug plants and they are just gorgeous. Very little looking after. My Fatsia Japonica, and I absolutely love this. It always looks gorgeous. It is probably in the wrong spot. This is my full sun bed here. Probably not the best place for it. I installed a bee hotel earlier this year. I have had absolutely nothing has visited my bee hotel. Nothing. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But anyway, that's the bee hotel. My one dahlia has flopped over. Now I planted these dahlias far too early. I didn't realise that you don't put the tubers out in February when it's freezing cold. No, you wait till later. But did I wait till later? No. So that has not worked out as I had hoped. But anyway, it's all a learning curve. I planted this dogwood this year. So this is its first whole year. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing all the red stems, which are beginning to turn red already. And behind you will notice my Canna Lilies. They did not do very well at all this year. And I think that is because I didn't take the bulbs out. I left the bulbs or the tubers in all year throughout last winter. So this year I'm going to chop them all down very soon once this flower has finished. And I will store them this year. This is a little yew, and as you can see, I am inspired by Linda's topiary, and anything that looks with the remote possibility of being a topiary is now getting the Linda Vata treatment. Here's another example. This is a Euonymus, and actually I could do with shaping that again. Linda, you'd probably love to get your hands on these, and you would do a far better job than I. This is my beautiful cat statue, which is about 3 foot tall. Found him at a boot sale, a yard sale you may call them, in America. And I painted him earlier in the year. Gave him a nice paint. He was looking very faded. I think it's a boy. Now I noticed very recently Linda had a video of her Cedar Bottom Joy, and I love mine just as much. I think they are the most fabulous plants. And another fabulous plant is this. It is called a Chinese Plumbago, and I pruned this Chinese Plumbago right back to absolutely nothing at the beginning of the year. The colours were so lovely maybe a week ago, all blue everywhere, but as you can see, they've all gone now really. Now I'd like to show you this area, which I think has turned out very good. You must bear in mind that everything has flopped over with all the rain, unfortunately. But this area was completely blank a few months ago. We had to dig out a load of concrete. It was filled with concrete because there used to be a pond there, and this was everything that Richard had to dig out. And as you can see here, it's completely blank and all nice and new and clear. Then we put new trellis up. We had 9 panels, and I planted clematis, and this is what it looks like just a few months later. I love the Salvia Hot Lips. I think it looks very ethereal and magical. So that is that bed there. And let's move around the corner. This is one of the most favourite plants I have. It is a Mahonia, and this Mahonia was so tiny when I first planted it. Now it must be 7.5 feet tall. It has so much interest throughout the year because there are berries, there are flowers. I love it. Now I know Linda has a lot of these. This is a tiny Nandia compared to Linda's. Beautiful colours, and I'm really pleased that I'm getting a lot of lovely autumn colours in the garden this year. I planted this earlier in the year. It's a Hydrangea Little Lime, and the colours have turned beautiful strawberry colour. Absolutely gorgeous, I love that. The roses on this are finished now, and I have noticed that I've got a lot of probably black spot. I need to take these leaves off, and what I will probably do is prune the rose right back because it's finished flowering now, and then hopefully it will be all healthy again. Euphorbias, some more autumn Cedar Joy, and a lovely winter berry plant. Some very pretty little fuchsias. They have gone on and on and on all year. And we have an anemone there. And this at the back is a Hibiscus Rose of Sharon, which was planted earlier this year, and it was full of beautiful flowers, but they have finished now. Blue Fescue grass. We have more Osteospermum, which is a mixture of yellow and white ones. And here is my lilac bush, which is just going to lose its leaves very, very soon. Now another favourite, I cannot get enough of Heucheras, and I have a few varieties and a few different colours of Heucheras now, which I love them. And this rose here was bought for me for my 30th wedding anniversary, and next year will be my 40th wedding anniversary. So I've kept it alive for 10 years. Verbena. Now look, it's drooped. Drooping right over. It's finishing now. That will come up again next year. Another Fatsia Japonica, one of the favourite things. And then this here looked spectacular. It's a Veronicastrum, and it reminded me of candelabras that you would put on your piano. It was so gorgeous. Over in the back is a Van Gogh Tuscan totem pole cypress tree. And then down the bottom, another Heuchera and a Euphorbia. And this here, which is finished now, that is another hydrangea, and it's called Vanilla Phrase. And tucked under here, another very beautiful fuchsia. My little bird bath, which the birds do love actually, and another example of my topiary. Now this area I'm really pleased with, because I wanted a box tree path, and as you can see they're quite far apart from each other, and I'm hoping eventually I will be able to have one long hedge one side and one long hedge the other side, and it will all join up together. And it leads to my garden illusion gate. This was just a really dead corner, nothing here, very dark, and I wanted one of these garden illusion gates because it doesn't go anywhere. But if you have a look, let's go nearer. all it is a mirror, and the way that they have put the wood on, they have put it on in such a way that it looks like a gate that is partially open and invites you into some secret mystery garden, when in actual fact it's just a mirror on the middle of the fence. So here's a view of my garden, walking back down my stepping stone pathway. And you will see that we have stepping stones going across the grass from both sides. That is ideal when chasing the dogs in the dark and the grass is all wet. Now here we have a new garden bed. Now, would you believe this was not here 6 months ago? This part here, I decided that I needed to chop off the grass and make a little garden bed. So as you can see here, it used to just all be grass, but it was just a little corner that was extra, so we decided to make that a flower bed, which I think worked out very well. Planted that up, put some beautiful plants in there, and then as you can see, before too long, it all grew very, very well. Then I thought, let's do it again. And so, as you can see here, I'm in danger of losing all my grass soon. In fact, I'm banned from taking any more grass. But I thought, well, I don't have a very big garden, so the only way I can have more plants is to make more flower beds. And so that's what we did. So we've got all sorts of lovely things here. We have another topiary, which is a Euonymus. Beautiful Osteospermums there. Lots of geraniums. Now these were like about 6 small plants. This beautiful chartreuse green is a Santalina lemon fizz, I think it's called. There are all the geraniums which have just gone wild, and underneath those geraniums are actually some rockery stones which I have not seen for months, and some blue fesco grass, and these beautiful coralberry heucheras, which are just gorgeous. I love those. So we have a new stepping stone path here, and what we're going to do, let me step back a bit so you can see. This is the grass area. You can see the stepping stones, and I want to continue the stepping stones all the way down here, so that then they will join up with that and you'll be able to walk around in a big circle. So let me show you the plants I've put in this. I've got here another topiary because I'm topiary mad. This is a Bougainvillea. I probably have to put fleece on that as soon as the first frosts. A New Zealand myrtle, and it's called Catherine. And then in the front we have some violas. This bed's only been planted a week. These are called Topaz Jazz Heucheras. A lovely rose, I have no idea what variety, and as you can see, that poor rose has just got soaked in the rain. It literally has poured down for days. Then we have some Dwarf Buddleia. I went to a nursery and got loads of plants on clearance. They were very, very cheap. and they're perennial, so next year they will look lovely. This year, not so good. Here, I've put in some Chinese lanterns, some little hebes, some more grasses, and this is my beautiful bay tree. The hebe was just somewhere else in the garden, which I moved, and I absolutely love coloured heathers, especially this time of year, because they last right round to spring. Little berberis, some more coloured heathers, so that's the garden from this angle. Now, as you can see as we move around, the garden is dominated by an enormous cabin, and that is our garden office. So let's go and have a look at that. We have 2 bedrooms in our bungalow, and one of them was an office for many years, and we just decided, let's build a cabin. And they put this cabin up in one day. And now my bedroom, my second bedroom, is now a woman's dream because it's a walk-in wardrobe. So that is the office, and we have a beautiful view of the garden while we sit and work. And this lovely little girl is Lottie. Hello, Lottie. I have one more thing to show you. Let's go out here. I'll just show you around this side. When we put all the trellis up, we had 3 more pieces. So we've put one up here, which has a clematis. And then this little side section here leads to the garage. These ornamental cabbages are going to go out the front in my front garden. And we had a lot of problems with this honeysuckle this year. It had powdery mildew, very bad, but we got on top of the problem. But as you can see, we lost loads of the leaves, all on that side. But what I will do is cut it down, and next year hopefully it will all spring up beautiful again. And these busy lizzies have just gone on and on and on. I'm very, very happy the busy lizzies are. So that's the garage door. I have 4 pots here which I've just potted up with heather this year, which I think are lovely. Now this here is my seedlings, and it's the first time I have grown seedlings. I've never done it before, and we've got a temporary little measure of a mini greenhouse here, which is just literally storage boxes and turned upside down so the tops or the lids become the bases. Everything's got little holes drilled in, and along the top and along the bottom. So I need to pot these on. These are nasturtiums. Over the back are ornamental cabbages. We have some scabiosa. I have violas. And we have actually ordered a proper mini greenhouse, and It's the same footprint as this box. This box here is what we use to put all our garden cushions in. So it's not very big, but I'm so excited for that to arrive. Cannot wait. Final bits, just along the house. I've changed all my summer bedding plants now. This is Jerusalem cherry. Some more heather. This is the palette planter. Lemon cypress topiaries. I'm inspired, as you know, by Linda's topiaries, and I want to get loads and loads more. And this, I had sweet peas climbing up this, but they all finished, so now we have some cyclamen, which are doing very well. And here's a quick look at what it looks like in the evening with all the garden lights on, which we installed these only just this year as well. Of course, with the whole year of lockdown, we've managed to get so many jobs done, and the lighting is just beautiful. So that's it. That is my beautiful garden. We have done so much this year. The biggest thing of all was, I would say, painting the fences, because it just gave such a beautiful finish. So that's it. That is my garden in autumn, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And please visit me at my channel called The Enthusiastic Gardener. I would love to see you there. Thank you so much for watching, Linda. I'm so excited to be joining you on your channel, which is an amazing channel. I watch it all the time. Every episode, will not miss a single one. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care now. Bye.